Hey friends, my name is Olivia and welcome to my channel called Talking About What Though, where who exactly knows what we're going to be talking about, but for this video I'm going to talk about all of this shit that has been going on in the fucking country, in the world and shit right now. And I did do a collective reading for everybody in regards to it. I put together 4 different cards from 4 different decks. I just pulled one from each deck to do a collective reading. So we'll go through that. But I do want to talk about these protests and riots and all of the pain that has really been brought up for everybody since George Floyd's death. I don't know about you, but I am honestly really fucking emotionally drained. And this shit's been rough. This shit has been really rough. I mean, you've got, whatever you've got going on in your own life. Like, I know I've got plenty of shit to deal with in my life, but there's a lot of emotions to process and work through. But there's been a couple different points that come up for me that I hold on to that honestly kind of help bring me peace a little bit. I'm going to mention before I get into this reading. I just feel like sharing some perspectives that resonate with me and how I think and feel about everything going on. Number one, I mean, this is all happening for a reason. This is not a coincidence or just a happenstance. There's a lot of back and forth between people who think that this is all legitimate, this really is going on, or people who deem this as a false flag that was prompted and staged and faked to begin with in an effort to keep us continued on lockdown. Do I personally believe all of that? Honestly, yeah, I do. But that is definitely not the point that I want to make. That's a totally different conversation. It's a conversation I think it's absolutely worth having, but it doesn't matter really whether you think that this is all legitimate or you think this is a false flag, staged fucking thing, because in the very least it absolutely is triggering people and it's bringing up a lot of real pain that people actually do have in regards to subjects such as this systemic racism that has been a part of our country for a very long time. So even if it was, a faked fucking event to begin with, they pick something that people really do have a fucking hard time with. Like, this is actually some real shit, and people are very much feeling the hit and the sting of it. So I think, honestly, in my opinion, that's just kind of a slap to the face. Like, we're gonna purposely set out to fuck you, but we're gonna fuck you with an issue that you already struggle with. Like, okay, alright. But that doesn't take away the point that, there's a little bug. It doesn't take away from the point that, these are legitimate problems that we have in our country and the world, and people really do feel about. So it's all happening for a reason. Whatever you exactly want to attach whatever reason to, it's all happening for a reason. And I believe that, and this is my own philosophy, this is what I personally fucking believe, but I believe that prior to incarnating in this life, and again, I believe in incarnation, but I believe that your inner being knows ahead of time and has purposely chosen things like where you're going to be born, who you're going to be born to, what you're going to look like in terms of your race or gender or stuff like that. There's no happenstance of, you just happened to be born into this body. You just happened to be born this color or this race or this whatever. I believe that that's stuff that your inner being decided ahead of time. And you're alive right now and going through all of this right now for a reason. So we can clear it and transmute it and move fucking through it and start to produce the change that not only we want to see, but people who have come before us have wanted to fucking see. It's this fucking buildup that we are a part of. Also, like, I almost kind of have this like helpless feeling of not being able to fully relate to people who have had to deal with racism their entire fucking lives. But a part of you being born in this body at this time not being happenstance, my own belief is that you've had other lifetimes, naturally, like hundreds of fucking lifetimes. So I feel like the odds are actually pretty fucking high that you were a different race, that you were born in a different country. So that kind of belief that we've all been something else, even if you know, let's say you are fucking racist in this lifetime, whatever you want to call it, where you're against certain things or certain people, you could have been that in a different lifetime. So even though in this physical body, in this life, I may not be able to completely consciously relate, my belief is that I have gone through that in a different lifetime, in a different point in time. And I look at people that, you know, are going through those kinds of issues now. You could have had a different lifetime where you were on the other side of it, that maybe you were that racist, or you were, you know, whatever it is that you're against now. So we've been each other. I think on a bigger picture thinking, we have been each other. And that, you know, relates back to the bigger picture concept that we are all one, and we are all connected, and we are all related to each other from that kind of perspective. I can understand, especially right now where people's emotions are running very high, that is probably no consolation at all, and I'm not looking for it to be. All I'm fucking saying again is that that's a belief that I have, that I take comfort in, that helps me feel love for other people and for myself. That knowing that we are one, we have been each other in a different life. I have been through this, and in a different life, you have gone through different. And right now in this physical life, you are who you are. You are going through what you are going through for a reason. And it's up to you, you know, as you go through your life and everything you go through, you know, it's up to you to figure out, not necessarily, but whatever, what those reasonings are. Because, you know, at the end of it, everything is just lessons. Everything is a learning experience. And if we look at everything that we go through as what can I get out of this, as in what can I learn from this, what information can I take from it, what is the bigger picture, what is the thing that I'm supposed to learn from, then maybe we could have a little bit more peace about things. So those are just a couple little things that I just wanted to say that I've definitely been processing, you know, alongside of the heavier emotions that I've definitely been feeling along with everybody else. So for the collective reading that I've done, like I said, I just pulled 4 different cards from 4 different decks. I've used all of these before in the different readings and shit that I have put out. We have Mirror, who or what is triggering you. We have Dark Thoughts from Consciousness, except this was pulled in the reverse position that I will fucking talk about. We have Confidence is the Key to Success, New Moon in Leo, and the Flamingo with Community. So who or what is triggering you? I mean, I definitely just talked like a lot about that. This is all happening for a reason. Everyone is being fucking triggered as fuck right now, but a part of that reason is that we're, especially right now, we are meant to really acknowledge the pain, the anger, the frustration that we're all feeling right now as we witness somebody being fucking killed and everything that's come along with that. Like, this is painful fucking shit. So when we see stuff like that we don't like, when we view events or things or other people that we hate and feel this way towards, that is showing you that that's something that is unresolved or unhealed within you. It's purposely bringing that to the surface for you to know is there, and for you to work through and clear and transmute and ultimately heal from. So we're all being fucking triggered. Oh, same thing, since it's a mirror, same thing. I just want to note, like, with positive shit, like when you see people that you're attracted to, things that you do like within other people, the reason why you are attracted to that and admire that is because those are aspects or qualities that you hold within yourself that is just being mirrored again back to you. So that's going on. We have dark thoughts in the reverse position. If this would have been upright, I mean, obviously it's about, you know, going down a path of a lot of fucking negativity, and I don't really need to go on in so much detail, you know, like negative thinking, obviously, negative behavior, bad situations. So being in the reverse position, it means we are on our way out of that. That obviously there's a lot of fucking darkness right now being brought to the fucking surface for us as a collective, obviously, but because of that, we're gonna ultimately move from that into a place of more positivity and more light as we experience it, as we clear, as we transmute, as we go through all of this shit. It is putting us onto that path of better fucking days and better situations and more peace, more clarity, more things that we actually want. Like, there's such a fucking movement right now going on, and this is speaking really positively about that. So that brings me to confidence is the key to success, new moon in Leo. So new moon, new cycle, new start. This whole movement and everything that's going on right now, as painful as it is, people are trying to make change. People are trying to create a new way of being. And we need to have confidence, like a lion, pride of the lion. This is something that we need to have pride in. Standing up for what you believe and who you are and how you want to be and how you want things to be. We need to have pride in that. We need to be really proud of who we are and what we want and what we stand for. So this is definitely about moving forward with the confidence and knowing that you have the capability to produce the change that you want. Also with Leo, Leo is about love, definitely love of the self. Self-love is needed, not just love for other people, but self-love. It comes back to being proud of who you are and putting yourself out there. Leo is all about that attention, that spotlight, that look at me. You know, a lot of people are putting themselves out there right now, fucking protesting, walking down the street, fucking screaming, saying, look at me and what I fucking want and what I stand for. Like, this is shit we gotta be loud and fucking proud of. If you feel good about it, if that's what you want to do, fucking do it. And have confidence with it. And feel that love and pride for who you fucking are. So then we got flamingo with community. Flamingos are very fucking social. So social things are happening right now. Obviously, people are gathering in large groups with the protests and everything. So this is about coming together. People, a lot of people coming together for something big. Getting your community together, seeing what your community fucking stands for. Obviously, flamingos are pink, but pink represents love, nurturing, compassion. So again, it's that emphasis on not just having love for the self, like we talked about with the Leo card, but having love for the community, having love for other people. And that's really what, you know, this is ultimately about. That, yeah, people are fucking angry and hurt and frustrated, and there's a lot of fucking hatred out there, absolutely, and that those are the emotions and shit that we are processing right now and trying to clear. Yes, but ultimately what we do want is peace and love and equality and justice and all of these good things that we want, and that's where we ultimately need to have our focus on. That we have to go through the fucking shit. We got to go through the shit. We got to definitely feel that. But we also have to keep that focus on what we want, which is love and peace. So having compassion for not only yourself, but other people right now is definitely going to be key. And we need to move forward with confidence and pride for who we are and what we are all about. Because we are going through a time where we are overcoming the darkness that has been a part of us as a collective, as a fucking human species for, again, how many hundreds of years? We are on our way towards what we want. And we need to remember that love is a fucking process, and that everything you see going on around you, however it triggers you, it's triggering you for a fucking reason. Whether it's good or bad, what you see going on around you is a reflection of what is going on within you. So that's why we need to fucking clear this shit, and remember to hold on to the love that we have. Thank you so much for watching this video. Definitely appreciate it. Click like if you liked it and subscribe to my channel. To book a 60-minute private session with me, go to my website, talkingaboutwhatthough.com. I put the link in the description box. Hang in there. I know that this shit is fucking wild and we're feeling a lot of shit, but it's all happening for a reason and we're going to get through it together.